What is up, guys? We're back again with the predictions. I'm back with my good friend Long Sham after how many weeks away?
3-4 weeks.
So basically, we wasn't able to do the SummerSlam predictions because I had a bit of a bad connection where I was, and this guy don't know how to work YouTube or anything for shit. Apologise to the people.
Sorry.
Right. As a result, Sham's gonna eat crocodile. He's not really. Don't worry about it. Okay, no, we're here with our Backlash predictions. Before we get started, what is the forfeit?
I don't know yet.
What is a good forfeit? See, I've made you. See, I don't want to make it too disgusting in case I lose. But then again, I suppose only fair. Okay, the loser has to drink a drink of the opponent's choice. Although this time there will be no cottage cheese or anything like that. But to make it interesting, what the fuck has happened to me here? To make it interesting, it's going to be things like fizzy drinks, milks, pure liquid, like protein shakes and all of this, just to avoid Shamus being sick, because we all know he's going to lose the predictions as he regularly does. Before we get started, Jesus Christ, before we get started, it has been announced that American Alpha are missing the tag team tournament final after they suffered an injury at SmackDown. By the time you're watching this, I don't know exactly what date this will be up on, but it was last night for us. Chad Gable suffered a kayfabe injury after defeating the Usos. So now there'll be a match. It'll be the Usos versus the Hype Bros for the chance to be in the final. Personally, I reckon they should have just give Heath Slater the championship, but you know, it is what it is. So the bad thing about this pay-per-view so far is that I actually think a lot of these results are straightforward. So I'm going to go give my predictions straight up. The Usos versus Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder, the Hype Bros. I've got the Usos simply because, you know, they'll want to fucking put the heel tag team against the face tag team at the end. And I think they realised they had something good going with Heath Slater, and they wouldn't necessarily want to wreck that. So, what have you got?
I think Heath Slater and Rhino win titles.
Dude, we're talking about the Hype Bros and the Usos.
Oh, Usos, yeah. Usos win.
No, I think you should do your predictions first, because you're always going to fucking go ahead of me, aren't you? You're always going to say the same thing as me. Okay, next match. It's 1-1 in the predictions so far. Next match.
All right.
The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. Who you got and why?
The Miz.
This isn't going to fucking be good, because I've got the Miz too. I don't see Dolph Ziggler winning it. Next, Heath Slater versus the Usos.
Heath.
Probably. Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yes.
We can't keep picking the same things, but I've got that too, man. It has to have a happy ending. Heath Slater has to earn a contract. Okay. Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Naomi versus Natalya versus Nikki Bella. A 6-pack challenge for the new WWE SmackDown Women's Champion.
I said Becky Lynch maybe got a chance.
You don't think they're going to give it to the returning Nikki Bella?
Nah, man. Don't think so.
See, I don't want to say Nikki Bella. I actually want Becky Lynch to win, but the way that WWE have been treating her hasn't been great. I felt like SmackDown needed more divas, and originally Becky Lynch was going to be the face that runs the place. No disrespect to AJ Styles, but in terms of the divas division, I thought Becky was going to be the face that runs the place. But now that Nikki's come back, and especially that she's a babyface, I'm not sure. So I am actually going to disagree with you, and I'm going to say Nikki wins it.
All right.
I'm going to say Nikki wins it. Right. Up next, Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt.
Randy.
I unfortunately have to say Randy too. It seems like 90% of the feuds that Bray Wyatt is in, Bray Wyatt loses.
Yeah.
Like, you think about it, I can't remember the last feud that...
When did he even win a match?
The last feud that Bray Wyatt won was actually against Dean Ambrose in 2014. If you think about it since then, yeah, he had the Royal Rumble thing where he looked strong, but he was obviously getting built up for a match with The Undertaker. He lost that one simply because you can't have The Undertaker lose 2 years in a row at Mania. And then after that, he went through like a little random fucking couple of months of bullshit. And then he actually cost Roman Reigns the Money in the Bank, which seemed to last forever.
And then he lost some.
He did win against Roman Reigns at Battleground, I think it was, but then like he lost the feud overall at Hell in a Cell, so it wasn't exactly great. And then after that, he went back to the Undertaker for some reason, and again he lost because it was Undertaker's 25th anniversary. He obviously lost then. And then, I don't know what he was doing in December, but, he had that mini feud with Brock Lesnar that he lost, I suppose, because fucking Brock won at Roadblock.
Mm.
And then, did he even wrestle at WrestleMania, Bray Wyatt? I can't remember Bray Wyatt wrestling at WrestleMania 32. I think he came out with Eric Rowan, who got beat with The Rock in, 6 seconds. So he kind of lost that as well. And then he was injured. And then, he did have that mini feud with the Dudleys back in 2015 that they did win after all, I suppose. But when you're only good, memorable, not even memorable, when you're only good winning of your feuds in the last 2 years is against Dean Ambrose being built for The Undertaker and against the Dudleys, then, Bray Wyatt needs to win. Bray Wyatt probably should win because the loss won't hurt Randy Orton. But WWE ain't going to have a former world champion made to look like bullshit for 2 pay-per-views in a row. It just ain't happening. Okay, last match. Dean Ambrose, champion, versus the face that runs the place, at least when we're not talking about Becky Lynch. The face that runs the place, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Who have you got?
This is a kind of hard one, but I think Dean Ambrose maybe retain the title.
I'm going for AJ Styles. It has to be, man. It really has to be. Considering the fact that Dean Ambrose, for me, I just can't get invested in him as a character. I can't get invested in him as a character. It's fucked up and it's a bit stupid. It's a bit ridiculous how he constantly has been made to look like better than Seth Rollins and stuff. I can't deal with that. Ambrose is not. He's a good upper mid carder, maybe even a main eventer, but he's certainly not championship material for me. The face that runs the place is gonna really have something to back up that claim. He is official face that runs the place. AJ Styles is going to be your WWE champion. You don't beat John Cena in 2 pay-per-views and then not win the title. Quite simply put. So you're going for Dean Ambrose, I'm going for AJ Styles. Now, in the event of a draw, which can happen if Becky Lynch wins and then AJ Styles wins, or if Nikki Bella wins and then Dean Ambrose wins. In the case of a draw, this is how we're going to settle it. Apart from the winner, who will be the last person eliminated from the 6-pack challenge? So what I'm asking you, in your opinion, is who will Becky Lynch pin to become the new women's champion last? Because I think it's an elimination match. Let me just double check that, see if it is. 6-pack challenge. 6-pack challenge is... I don't even know, man. I'm trying to fucking... It's coming up with non-elimination. I think it's an elimination match. No, I think it is. It's like a championship scramble, isn't it? I swear, man. That championship scramble match was actually all right. You know, I really didn't mind it actually. Like I really didn't mind that much. But so I think it's like that. Basically, it's not a championship scramble, but like it's got to be an elimination one. So, but it doesn't really matter, really. Who do you think will get pinned by Becky Lynch to become women's champion?
Oh, it's kind of hard.
So, Alexa, Carmelo, Natalia, or Nikki Bella, who's going to get pinned?
Nikki.
You think Nikki? That's brave. I don't think Nikki Bella's going to eat the last pinfall. I'm saying Nikki Bella will last pin Carmella to get revenge and become the women's champion. But, well, let's hope that you are not eating or drinking, rather, that awful concoction that I'm going to make. I'm going to fuck you up now. I'm going to put bare sugar in it and fucking all sorts. So you best hope that... Actually, do you even know how to make a fucked up drink?
We have got cheese in it.
No, he's not going to... Not with the cottage cheese in it. This one's pure liquids. So you can...
What?
Huh?
Like what? Fizzy drinks?
Liquids. Like fucking, you can put milk in there, you can put Fanta in there, you can put water in there, you can put sugar in there, you can put fucking... I know sugar's not a liquid, but it goes in the drink, so that's right. You can put fucking salt in there, you can put fucking piss in there. You can't put cum, because cum's not a liquid, it's like fluid.
Alright.
So, like, yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. Fucking hell. The face that runs the place. So is that all our predictions, lads?
Yep.
Alright then, lads. Well, join us for our Backlash. I think we're going to try and do a Backlash review, but I have to fucking go travelling again. I don't know what this fucker's doing. He's got Eid or some bullshit like that. They fucking have 2 Eids a year and they don't even know what fucking days it's on. It's beyond ridiculous. Like, he's not good, man. That's why we had to do this predictions early. And we're also looking for a car. So if any of you got a car to donate, like, donate it to us. This poor bastard needs it. Look at this face. How can you say no to this face? I don't know, right? But no, seriously, I think SmackDown Live has been very hit and miss so far. Shamus personally doesn't like it. I do find it a bit of a chore to like watch and stay up through, but I feel like certain things they're doing all right, like the tag team title tournament. But when they haven't got that to fall back on and various other things, it really does begin to ask the question, what are they going to do afterwards? Especially when they're only really using Kane and people like that, experienced veterans, to come out and choke slam Fandango. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's been it from us. Long Dick Sham. Keep an eye on his channel. What videos are you doing?
WWE, FIFA.
WWE, FIFA, and I suppose I'll try and get him to do some GTA. Head over there to see that. You know what I do, but yeah, regardless. I don't know, man. Backlash, the first time it's come back since 2009, maybe 2010. SmackDown Live has got a chance to make a mark with their first pay-per-view. Do not disappoint. We're out. Peace.